Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with a recent update from our current reigning Arnold Classic champion, Samson Dauda, at about 12 weeks out from this year's Olympia. And it's crazy to me how Samson is still making improvements from show to show. I would say that he brought his all-time best to the 2023 Arnold, but based off what I'm seeing in his recent physique updates, I would say that Samson has already improved on that look. And as I mentioned in my last video, as far as physique updates go, Samson Dauda and Derek Lunsford's updates have impressed me the most, even more impressive than the updates of Heidi Chupin and Nick Walker. But as we know, the physique updates don't mean much. The real battle is going to be on that Olympia stage. And I think Samson is going to be a serious threat this year, but he has to bring the conditioning. If Samson gets into that top 4, he's going to be next to Heidi Chupin, Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker, and a back double bicep. All of those guys are peeled from head to toe, and if Samson isn't conditioned, he's gonna be the odd man out. But looking at Samson at 320 plus pounds, he looks like he's in pretty good condition. But let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Samson Dauda at about 12 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia? Because personally, I'm very impressed, and I still can't understand how is this guy managing to improve from show to show. I don't think Samson has moved backwards at all since I've been covering him on my channel. This guy literally only gets better. And let's switch over to Regan Grimes, who recently posted up an update at about 4 weeks out from the Italy Pro. And Regan has been posting up multiple updates every single day. And I hope that Regan can bring conditioning similar to what he brought to the Legion Sports Fest when he placed second to Sean Clarita. Regan's structure paired with crazy conditioning, I think Regan is going to be very dangerous. And seeing Milos train Regan in person, take him through poses, makes me a lot more confident that we're going to see a really good version of Regan at Italy. And even if he does miss the mark by a little bit, Regan will be at the Europa Pro the following week. Now let's switch over to Andrew Jacked, who posted up a small update just to let us know that he is conditioned at a little bit under 1 week out from the Texas Pro. And Andrew has been staying pretty covered up at Camp Psycho. I don't think we've seen an update from him since he first got here and he was at Big Steve's gym. And normally I would say that Andrew is the favorite going into the Texas Pro, but based off the comments under my last video, a lot of you guys think Hunter Labrada can pull off the win after seeing him in Tampa. A few people said Carlos can win, but I was genuinely surprised by the amount of people that have Hunter Labrada winning the Texas Pro over Andrew Jacked. And let's switch over to Iain Valliere, who recently posted up an update. Iain Valliere qualified for this year's Olympia by winning the Toronto Pro. There was a little bit of controversy surrounding that show. A lot of people preferred Hassan Mustafa, but we've already talked about that. Toronto was Ian's first show with Matt Jansen, so going into this year's Olympia, I am expecting a better version from Iain. And I'm pretty sure we all know that Iain is one of the most disliked pros. Everyone feels like he's gifted placings, but I still want to see the guy at his best. Now let's switch over to Martin Fitzwater. These updates are actually from May. Martin is taking this year off. He wants to take a little bit of time off to grow because that was the feedback he was constantly getting from the judges. And if you guys don't remember, Martin actually took second to Andrew at the Arnold Classic UK, and he said that Andrew looked like a bag of chocolate milk. That was pretty funny, but also a little bit offensive. All jokes aside, I had to mention that, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing Martin Fitzwater whenever he hops back on a bodybuilding stage. This guy has one of the best backs in the sport. And let's switch over to Brett Wilkin, who recently did a guest posing at about 12 weeks out from this year's Olympia. Brett will be making his Olympia debut this year. And I noticed that there are pretty much two different groups when it comes to Brett. There are guys that think he's going to be in the top 10, and then there's another group that doesn't think that Brett is even going to place. I think that Brett, Justin Shire, Tonio Burton, I think all of those guys are around the same level, and they will battle it out at the Mr. Olympia. And I think all three of those guys have the potential to place, but it will be right outside of the top 10. And I don't have anything against Brett, Justin, or Tonio, but it's just going to be very hard to get into the top 10 at this year's Olympia. Keep in mind, guys, Michael Krizo is currently a 12th place Olympian. Krizo hasn't even cracked that top 10 yet, and he's a genetic freak. I'm pretty sure he'll be there this year, though, but let me know what you guys think about Brett. Can he potentially be in the top 10, right outside of the top 10? Let me know what you guys think. And let's switch over to Classic Physique. We have a recent update from Terrence Ruffin and Rough Diesel, who has been posting up a lot of physique updates lately. Terrence is about 8 weeks out from the Legion Sports Fest, and it looks like he's hungry to not only get back into that top 5 at the Mr. Olympia, but that top 2. At last year's show, Terrence dropped from 2nd place to 6th place, which is a huge drop. Actually, Big Ramy dropped the same amount of placings from 1st place to 5th place. But if you've counted out Terrence Ruffin, that's not a good idea. As you guys know, a few weeks ago, I was joking, saying that Terrence may not be in the top 10, but this guy turned it around really fast. How do you guys think Terrence is going to do with the Mr. Olympia? Because I think he will win that Legion Sports Fest. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. And no need to guess this bodybuilder. It's obvious this is 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. Let's just appreciate, guys. But I'm Krishan from Go Fitness. I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. That's it. I'm out.